house that I moved into that was actually 2.5 levels, 2 levels and a loft, and I changed it to a house that's about 7 or 8 levels. So I live in my studio, and I create in all of the different rooms in my house and in my studio. I started with glamour photography. I think, first of all, I was fascinated by a camera. I think that that's something important in life, was to be able to control your own, if you like, creativity and your own happiness. And for me, a camera represented something in that area. My subjects were girls. I wasn't so interested in landscapes. I wasn't so interested in black and white. I was interested in beautiful, colorful, exotic women. But at the same time, I had a conservative background, so I wanted everything to have this side of me in which I didn't push it into vulgarity or obscenity or something that was sleazy or something that I would not be, that I might be embarrassed about. So I've always tried to have this combination of sexy but classy. So I started off as a glamour photographer, but I was always experimenting. Warrior women, strong women. I wanted to give women dignity, and I see perhaps the strength in women. And so I also love history. So what I like about these pictures is they're very intense. They are done under great pressure. They are done in the desert where I don't know where I am. The light is going. It's difficult conditions to try and get two women to fight against each other. They don't know each other. You don't want anybody to be hurt. But what I like about the pictures at the end of the day is that they have this wonderful quality of timelessness. They look like an old painting. They don't entirely look like a photograph. And also, it has a lot of the elements that I like about photography. A lot of risk, but a lot of luck. If you look at the background, it's an incredibly beautiful background. What if it had been a sunny day with no clouds? What if it had been a day in which it was raining? I had tremendous luck in this shoot because of the clouds combined with some elements of sunlight, which makes for great drama. Every shoot to me represents a challenge. I try every single time to do something I've never done before. But one of the things that's known about me is I don't know how to use Photoshop, so none of my effects are in the computer. My work is to take a subject that is iconic, something you've seen before, that you respect, a character that has something timeless about it that you've seen a million times before, but the trick is to reinterpret it in an original way. You've got a classic Italian clown. I have a naked woman. But at the same time, you don't look at the pictures as a naked woman. You look at it as a beautiful harlequin with great dignity. And that's very important to me. You're essentially faced with a difficult challenge that somebody is naked, but at the same time, you don't want any sense of that to come through in the picture. get my kick out of doing it all myself. I know I could be helped. I know that I could have assistants that I could pay for. I know that that I could do things in the computer, but I love a challenge. I don't like telling people what to do. In this particular shoot, I used a black girl. So although she's got white makeup and you may not realize that she's black, but in fact it's a black girl, that would be an unusual choice. She's not really wearing any of the traditional clothes associated with a geisha. A geisha really doesn't move very much and is considered classically to be rather introverted, with perhaps an umbrella perhaps and a long kimono. She is wearing my makeup artist's MC Hammer pants from about 15 years ago at the beginnings of rap. You have the essence of geisha, but it's not geisha. Now that's, to me, is what art should be about, is have the essence of what you're trying to communicate and the dignity and the respect of the character, but at the same time a completely fresh interpretation. I shot these particular pictures on the Caribbean island of Antigua by a pool, an infinity pool in the middle of the night. I started off with white lights. I started off with a girl jumping around as a ballerina. It looked very pretty. Everybody would have said that's lovely, except that it's not good enough for me to be lovely. It has to be wonderful. I changed my lights so that the model suddenly became blue, and on the side she became orange, and on another side she became green. And then you suddenly had this mysterious creature that was half ballerina and half Spider-Woman. There's an old cliche, an old saying, that photography, being a good photographer is all in your eye. I don't believe that. I think it's all in your mind. I believe that when you press that camera shutter release button, the button on your camera that takes a picture, is the sum total of all the values of your life. It's not an accident. I think that a classy mind cannot take an unclassy picture, but an unclassy mind can't take a classy picture. I believe this is about the essence of who you are, and it will come through in the camera.